Once upon a time in the heart of Bollywood, a talented and beautiful actress named Naina was at the peak of her career. Her charm and wit had captured the hearts of millions of fans across the border in Pakistan as well. Little did anyone know, Naina was a secret agent working for the Indian intelligence agency, RAW. One day, Naina received a mission from her agency to infiltrate a high-ranking group of Pakistani Army officers who were suspected of planning a terrorist attack in India. The agency had received intelligence that these officers frequented a luxurious hotel in Mumbai, where they often discussed their plans. Naina's mission was to befriend the officers and gather critical information that could help the Indian government foil their plans. Naina devised a daring plan. She would throw a lavish party at her mansion and invite the Pakistani officers as her special guests. She knew that the officers couldn't resist the allure of a famous Bollywood actress, and that they would be eager to attend her party. The night of the party arrived, and Naina was a vision in a dazzling saree, her beauty mesmerizing the Pakistani officers as they arrived. She had prepared a carefully crafted script, in which she would subtly drop hints about her desire for a secret affair with one of the officers. She knew that the officers, unable to resist her charms, would eventually reveal their plans. As the night wore on, Naina began to work her magic. She danced with the officers, shared intimate conversations, and dropped her carefully crafted hints. The officers, intoxicated by her beauty and charm, began to reveal bits and pieces of their plans. However, what Naina didn't know was that the ISI had received wind of her mission. They had planted a spy in her inner circle who had informed them of her mission and her plans to ensnare the Pakistani officers. The ISI devised a plan of their own to foil Naina's mission. The ISI spy, Rizwan, had been closely monitoring Naina's preparations for the party. He had even managed to plant hidden cameras and microphones in her mansion, so that the ISI could monitor the entire operation. As the party progressed and Naina began to execute her plan, Rizwan quickly alerted his superiors in the ISI. The ISI, realizing the potential damage that could be caused by Naina's mission, immediately implemented their own plan to counter hers. They decided to send in their most skilled agent, Ali, to infiltrate the party and uncover Naina's true intentions. Ali, a master of disguise, arrived at the party as a guest of one of the Pakistani officers. He carefully observed Naina as she interacted with the officers, and it didn't take long for him to realize that she was not just a famous actress, but also a skilled spy. As the night wore on, Ali began to subtly interject himself into Naina's conversations with the officers. He would challenge their assumptions and cast doubt on their plans, effectively sowing seeds of suspicion in their minds. Naina, realizing that something was amiss, began to suspect that there was another spy in the mix. She could feel the momentum of her mission slipping away, as the officers became more guarded and less willing to reveal their secrets. In a desperate attempt to salvage her mission, Naina decided to confront Ali directly. In a private moment, she confronted him, accusing him of being a spy. Ali, unfazed by her accusations, calmly admitted that he was indeed an ISI agent, but insisted that his intentions were different from hers. He revealed to Naina that he had been sent by the ISI to foil her plan, as they had received intelligence about her mission and were determined to protect their officers from her charms. He told her that the ISI had planted hidden cameras and microphones in her mansion, and that they had been monitoring her every move. Naina, shocked and embarrassed, realized that her mission had been compromised. She knew that she had to act quickly to save herself and the Indian operation. In a bold move, she turned the tables on Ali, proposing that they work together to expose the true intentions of the Pakistani officers. Ali, impressed by Naina's resourcefulness and cunning, agreed to her proposal. Together, they devised a plan to outsmart the Pakistani officers and the ISI. Naina, using her acting skills, pretended to succumb to Ali's charms. She played the role of a vulnerable woman in love, sharing intimate moments with him while secretly gathering information about his mission and the ISI's plans. Meanwhile, Ali worked on gaining the trust of the Pakistani officers, subtly planting seeds of doubt about Naina's true intentions. He insinuated that she might be a double agent, working for both RAW and the ISI. As the officers became increasingly suspicious of Naina, they began to reveal less and less of their plans. Unbeknownst to them, however, Naina and Ali were recording their conversations and transmitting the information back to their respective agencies. The game of cat and mouse continued, with both Naina and Ali playing their roles masterfully. They fed each other misinformation, creating a web of intrigue that left both the Pakistani officers and their ISI handlers confused and suspicious of everyone around them. In the end, the plans of both RAW and the ISI were exposed, and the Pakistani officers were left questioning the loyalty of their comrades. The intended terrorist attack was ultimately thwarted, but the consequences of the tangled web of deception left a bitter taste in the mouths of both the Indian and Pakistani intelligence agencies. Naina and Ali, their mission complete, disappeared back into the shadows from which they came, their true identities and loyalties remaining a mystery to this day. The lesson from their story remains: in a world of espionage and deception, it's impossible to know who to trust, and love may be the most dangerous weapon of all.
Please subscribe to my channel Lessons of Life and press the bell notification icon.